Hey, what is up guys, this is Double S here. I'm doing a live video here for you today. Going further into the video I posted the other day about evidence of there actually being a DLC 5. And now, if you haven't watched that video, I'll go ahead and review what the main thing of that was. A lot of people have realized this. If you go into the barracks and you go to zombies, and then you go to leaderboards and by map, you can see that Gerd Crovey was actually moved up. It used to be underneath the giant, but Gerd Crovey was moved up. And they used to be bigger pictures as well, so it seemed to fit. So Revelations would be next to go with Crovey underneath Shadows of Evil, and then that would leave room for like 3 more slots like next to that. For those with OCD like me, I wouldn't like to look at that. And now that Crovey's up there and we have one more map to go, they're either gonna like shrink the image, or they're trying to tell us that there are gonna be 5 DLC maps with the last DLC. Now, I was going over this right before I ended a previous video that I was going to do live, and I decided I'm going to restart this video and get a little bit more into something else just in case. So basically, what I was seeing is the giant. Underneath that would be Revelations, and then underneath these 4 maps would be remasters or remakes of previous maps, and that was the basics of yesterday's video with the evidence, and it all goes down to the 5 DLC, or the 5 map packs. Now, also another thing to like include in this is if you go to multiplayer, which I'm going to go to right now, and if you go to custom games, and then you go to setup games, and then you go to change map. If you go to standard, you can see that they're all in one row, and they don't get added on. Nothing gets added on in this menu. But if you go to DLC, it's about the same length. I think Empire stops where Stronghold is. If I'm correct, that looks about to be the exact same place they stop. So if you actually take how big those little squares are, with the names included inside them, you can only fit about 3 more before it goes over that line way at the bottom, right before you hit select and back options. And I think that's that would mean that Treyarch would have to put in like a scrolling kind of system into the DLC area, and I don't think they would want to do that. I think they're trying to go for like symmetrical kind of all in one page kind of feel, and I think that would be a good thing to see from all this. So that kind of like points out maybe the last map pack won't be multiplayer and multiplayer and zombies, or if they do, maybe they're going to shrink the size of these menu options here. I'm not too sure. That's something that we're going to have to find out in the final DLC. Now, this is another thing to point out, and these are about the same size of where you go to select your menu things. Fracture is just about to hit like the next slot, and you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You can fit about 1 more under there, so 15 in total little selections before you go over that border. So let's go back to map. Let's see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now 16 altogether would go over that border. So they're either going to add a scrolling system into that, or they're trying to tell us, hey, we might not be getting complete multiplayer maps in the next DLC. Now, there are 2 options of where they can go after this, and the reason I'm saying these options is because of the fact of the Season Pass. Now, the Season Pass includes, in the description, at least in the PlayStation Store description, I don't think I can, okay. The Season Pass delivers 4 epic DLC map packs in 2016. I cannot read this. Can I scroll? Okay, thank you. I can scroll that. Thank you. Okay, in 2016, with all new multiplayer content, including reimagined fan favorite maps from Call of Duty World at War and Black Ops series, plus thrilling Treyarch content, zombies content, all for one great price. Now, normally with the Season Pass, and at least in the PlayStation Store description, it says it includes 4 multiplayer maps and 1 zombie storyline map. So if that's in the description, that's what they're going to sell us in this. And for them to basically say, hey, your last DLC, it's not going to include any multiplayer maps, even though the multiplayer people paid for that DLC, paid for that Season Pass to have the last 4 multiplayer maps. So if they don't plan on doing that, that would be nice, and that would put further proof into DLC 5 possibly happening. And I'm not saying DLC 5 would be like a part of the Season Pass. I'm saying if they did do a DLC 5, they would, and it would include a bunch of remasters they would probably have to do it, so you have to spend money for it. If you have the season pass, probably $11. If you don't have the season pass, probably $15. Because, you know, we already bought the season pass. We already bought the maps included in that season pass. But to have extra after that season pass, to be included into the season pass, would be a little bit of a bad decision making for a company standpoint. Because if Activision, like, it's like Activision just gave away another game for free. You know, it's kind of like, it's kind of hard. It's really hard for me to explain. I'm not a businessman, and I can't do it from a business standpoint. But you know, you could clearly see, or you can clearly take from past DLCs that, you know, it's something they wouldn't do in today's society. So if they were to give us a map pack of 5 zombies maps remastered, I'm gonna have to say that would be like a separate DLC. And I know I'm just downing what I said in my last video, but you know, a 5th DLC that you have to pay for, I wouldn't mind that if it includes a bunch of zombies maps that I love. You know, that would be something I would buy, and that would be something any hardcore zombies fan would buy, and that's a good percentage of the community, and they would make a profit off that, in my opinion. One person, $11. I know 100 people that would buy it, so that's, you know, $1,100, you know, season pass, depending on how much they're going to sell it for. So either way, they're going to probably make a profit in some way if they did a 5th DLC, but it would have to be like an expansion pack for more money. So we would go to map packs area, in the store area, and you would see that extra, like after, I guess it would be before Descent, with the way they're lining this, because they're going giant. And then you go up one season pass, and then you go over Awakening DLC 1, Eclipse, Descent, and then whatever the last one's called. We're assuming it's Revelations, and Revelations is just the name of the map pack, but you know, and there's a different name for the zombies map, and yeah, it's agreeable. But you know, it's telling me that, you know, if they were to do another one, which would be kind of weird because then there'd be 7 in here, which would be kind of weird. But still, it's hard for me to like describe this live. I have to sit down and think about it and then tell you about it. But it would just make sense to see them just do a separate map pack from the deal, from the season pass. And for a business standpoint, that would be perfect and understandable in my opinion. Why would they include something in the season pass that they weren't initially planning on doing for a season pass? Or if they were initially planning on it, why wouldn't the season pass be more money because you're getting more content? So, yeah, that's basically all I can say. You know, think of it like this: Infinite Warfare is releasing, and you can buy a separate, like, you can buy 2 different things, or 3 different things actually, but you can buy the whole game itself, just the game. You can, plus $30 will get you the game, plus the Modern Warfare remaster, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare remaster, and then you could buy the full big thing, which includes both games and the season pass. So let's just look at it like a DLC 5 would basically be the extra game that we're getting for the extra $30, I believe, or $20, whatever it was. So that extra $20 would be DLC 5. So, but Treyarch's not going to do that for like a full game, like, or a half game price. They're going to want to do it because it's add-on content to a game you've already bought, that's already been in the works, it's already been out in the community. They're going to want to do that for like a cheaper price of a DLC map pack. So, in my opinion, that's how it would go down. That's only an opinion, and you know, if you disagree, that's alright. Let me see it in the comments, and I'll be sure to see it. Until next time, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. This has been Double S, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.